Hey guys, today we're going to be doing some content in order to try and fill in more slots in the collection log. First of all, as you can see, we're going to be heading off to Vorkath, trying to get a few kills there and see what we accomplish. The only things I think we've got missing in our collection log are the Vorkath pet, the skeletal visage and the jar of decay, as shown here. As you might have seen there, I've refreshed the loot tracker for the Vorkath log as to see how much profit we make since starting the series. I like to use the melee setup while doing Vorkath to incorporate the Salve Amulet's bonus, and to save money on supplies of bolts if I was doing the range method. Starting off Vorkath today, we have a little under 1400 KC, so we're probably going to break that today. Something I forget to do often is turn off my run. If you ever see me doing this at Vork, know I'm probably about to plank. The reason I turn off my run is to help me when it comes to the acid phase, as I do a slower approach to the walk method, still getting damage in during that phase, but less than the 2-tick approach. Now let's speed through some kills and I'll pause if we see anything interesting. Here's my approach when doing the melee walk for Vorkath. I try and find a row that has at least 3 tiles clear of acid that is in line with Vorkath, and I line myself up walking back and forth between those tiles, clicking on Vorkath and to the 4th tile back as indicated by those markers. I want to turn just before the hit splat hits Vorkath, and then just as soon as my character turns back around, as shown here. And there comes in our first kill for Vorkath. On average, you're expected to get around 160k per kill at Vorkath. This does include uniques, though the uniques here are quite rare. This was obviously under that rate, but over time you will see around that amount. Now, I'm sure you don't need me to show you me killing Vorkath a million times, so I'm just going to show you a few of the highlights of today's trip. And here in this final clip of Vorkath, we see me doing something very dumb that essentially stopped me doing my trips, realising I was tired of it. I see the elite clue on the ground, I'm about to pick it up and go do it. Before I pick it up, I teleport out without thinking, and unfortunately because of the Vorkath being an instance, I lose the elite clue. I'm not sure what was going through my head at the time, but oh well, there's always another one down the road. After that, I decided to go back to the GE and sell off my loot tab. Now, our loot tab isn't too full, but it's mostly consisting of the stuff we've gotten today at Vorkath, alongside some of the other videos I've done recently and my birdhouse runs. And if we bring up the loot tab, we can see that we made just under 5 mil in today's Vorkath trip. After this, we went on a birdhouse run. Nothing special here, but if I'm aiming for max, Hunter is a skill I do eventually need to train. Personally, it's one of my least favourite, but this helps me get through it. Now, an item I have gone dry on is the Dragon Warhammer. Recently, we had a bingo event in the clan where I just clocked over 5,000 as shown here, so each day I tried to go back and do about 80 to 100 in order to achieve it. Now, my approach to killing Lizardman Shaman is to do them in the temple. Whilst I understand that the canyon method is quicker by using cannonballs to increase your kills per hour, I find this area far more relaxing. I usually bring 2 Divine Raging pots, 1 anti-venom, a bunch of prayer pots and a row of shark and carob ones for foods while I eat. I use those as well as blowpipe specs and the chili potato drops that drop here to keep myself sustained, usually only leaving once I run out of prayer pots. Some grinds are better done with teams, so I use the 4-man Corp FFA friends chat to help myself get my Corp kills up in the goals of getting the pet there and hopefully some sigils along the way. Here, just 20 minutes after starting Shamans, I'm called to replace someone, and so I go and do that. 4-man Corp FFA has its own rules about what gear you can bring in order to achieve clean and repeatable kills. The primary goal is to, between 4 people, make sure at least 3 Dragon Warhammer specs hit, then proceed to kill it down with the Zamarakian Spear. Then the person who gets the drop will run the core during the next kill to rotate out who must do that job. An average hour with a good team can net you about 6 kills in your name, giving you a decent chance over time to achieve a pet or a sigil. I just missed the clip, but as you can see here I managed to get an Onyx Bolts drop. This is one of the best drops to get outside of the sigil or the pet due to its consistent money due to its alch value. Today's drops consist of Cosmic Runes, and some Mystic Robe Bottoms, as well as some Soul Runes, and my 300th KC here, and then a Mystic Air Staff, some Runite Bolts, some White Berries, And another Onyx Bolts drop. We did a few more kills after this, and while I did get a few more drops, none of them were interesting. Hopefully we'll go back at a later date and see one of those special rare drops. Anyway gamers, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for watching. Today might have been a shorter one, a bit of a compilation type video. I've been experimenting with the new editing software and getting to grips with it. In order to produce longer videos, I'm probably going to take longer gaps between them so I can get more clips or better content overall. I'm glad for everyone who's been watching along and enjoying it. I know it sounds typical to ask, but if you can get it out, even better. Anyway, have a great day and thanks for watching.